Bingo Blitz rules.
If your bingo has ads in it,
That's not a bingo.
if it doesn't have the coolest tournaments, mini games, and the most breathtaking design,
Nope, not a bingo.
if your bingo moment makes you feel so excited that you just want to burst in joy and scream out loud, bingo! Sorry, so you're playing...
Bingo Blitz? Now that's a bingo. Go for a world of excitement with Bingo Blitz, the #1 free bingo game. Download Bingo Blitz and play for free.
Now that's a bingo.
On Friday, November 15th, Netflix and Most Valuable Promotions bring you the highly anticipated heavyweight boxing mega event of the year. Jake El Gallo Paul will go toe-to-toe in the ring against Iron Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet. Don't miss this epic showdown from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Watch Paul versus Tyson, now streaming only on Netflix.
Want to shop Walmart Black Friday deals first? Walmart Plus members get early access to our hottest deals. Join now and get 50% off a 1-year annual membership. Shop Black Friday deals first with Walmart Plus. See terms at walmartplus.com.
Hello. Welcome to a brand new episode of Feastin' Friday.
Hey, this is the first time people are hearing the debut of your voice.
Oh yeah, I'm just like feeling really sexy and free. Like glitter's raining down on me. Yeah.
Sexy, wild, and free.
Exactly. Have you ever listened to Bonnie McKee?
Yes. I was going to say no, but I've legitimately had her as a guest on a podcast. Yes, I have listened to Bonnie McKee. And she has written a lot of great songs.
She has. And I need a Bonnie McKee album. She wrote a song, American Girl, which was very good. And I need more Bonnie McKee. I think that's what our country needs. Our country needs Joe Biden to padlock the fucking doors of the White House. We need Joe Biden to do something. I need him to do anything. Or Nancy Pelosi can do anything.
Yeah.
Either one of those. And I need Bonnie McKee to release an album. And I need Bridget Mendler to be happy and run for office.
I was going to say her resume is thick. I thought you were going to say release an album.
No. I'm not that selfish.
No. She is doing a lot. Honestly, I didn't know who she was because I was not a child of that era. But then I heard her song that was going viral on TikTok several months ago. And I was like, who is this? And people were like, why is she not releasing an album? And other people were like, this girl is busy. She's a scientist.
She is.
And also a lawyer.
Yeah. She was getting like those dual degrees at the same time. She's incredibly remarkable. And like some of my most viral tweets ever over the course of my entire internet life have been about Bridget Mendler. And like people will tag me in Bridget Mendler stuff because like I have been saying it since the dawn of time that like Bridget Mendler's album was like the most slept on thing in the like it was fucking phenomenal, no skips, so good, and like it did not get the credit it deserved. And she like released it while she was still under Disney, and like it is not a fucking Disney album. Like it's radio hit after radio hit, bop after bop. And I was like, she didn't get the flowers at that time, and that has always been really devastating to me. But I'm so glad that she is right now, currently. But yeah, she did, I think she was like doing either dual degree or like one right after another at Harvard and MIT.
Yes. I also see that her aunt.
Yep. Is
Christine Blasey Ford.
Yeah, Blasey Ford.
Blasey Ford that.
Yeah, she made a whole statement on Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh, yeah.
So did Bridget, I think, if I'm not wrong. And Bridget adopted or started like fostering like a young kid during the like pandemic, and I don't know if it was like they officially adopted, but she also found time to do that.
Wow.
And she got married.
Good for her.
Yeah, she's also from Mill Valley, which is in Marin.
It's like, what is that? Is that supposed to mean something to me?
It's like one of the rich ones.
Yeah, well, seeing as her aunt also has 5 degrees.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that her parents probably do as well.
Mm-hmm. She went to USC. Like, she's so fucking cool. And she also did, what's the other thing that she's doing now? She founded a satellite data startup.
I saw that. Yeah.
That intends to mass produce satellite ground stations. I don't even know what that fucking means. While everybody else was making their sourdough starters, we were building antennas out of random crap we could find at Home Depot. For me, why the ground side matters is because it's actually about bringing the impacts about space home to people. And they launched with $6.3 million in funding from investors.
Incredible.
Like, that's so amazing. And then she can just like make music. Like, which song did you hear? Ready or Not, Hurricane?
The one that was going viral on TikTok.
So she's always viral for me because I look her up all the time.
It was the one where people thought it was a black woman singing the song.
That's most of the songs.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
I think it's probably Ready or Not.
Tell you. Besides that, let me look it up. I did add the album.
It's so good. Hey, hey,
No.
hey, hey. So then Hurricane. Yeah, it's gonna be this.
Nope, it's not that one either.
Oh, which one?
Let me get on TikTok. This one. What is this name of the song? Do You Miss Me at All? Yeah, that's the one.
She's a talent. I don't know how we got on this topic, but love you, Bridget Mendler.
I know how we got on. Ready?
Or not. Here I come. What? How?
We got on it by rewind.
You're probably wondering how he got here.
We were talking about things that we want people to do, i.e. Gavin Newsom.
And then I said respect Bridget
And
Mendler.
then you just randomly said.
Like I said, I've been advocating for this girl my whole fucking life.
Do nothing. And I said, she's busy.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I stay thinking about Bridget Mendler. People are like, everyone forgets about her. I've never forgotten about her. I've never a day in my life goes by where I don't think about Bridget Mendler.
And see, I was brought to her by, that's the beauty of TikTok. That's how I found her. And then after that, because I kept seeing people were like, why? First of all, people were like, this song came out like 5-10 years ago. I don't know when it came out. They were like, this song came out in like 2017. Because people are like, when's the rest of the new music coming out? And they were like, this is an old song. And then they were talking about like all the things that she was doing now. And then I went and dug up. And then I also saw that she had a LinkedIn page. So that's how you know that she is serious.
Melissa is in her LinkedIn era. So
I gotta get off. I'm getting so much spam mail.
Yeah, don't do it.
It's ridiculous. But I have like made a lot of good connections, but I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah, what are you doing with the connections?
No, I got jobs from LinkedIn. Like my writing job.
But currently right now, are you looking to make new connections?
I'm always looking to make new connections. I just saw that this one company, they have
Sorry.
You just had one of my type shitters.
They happen to me all the time.
This one company, they were looking for an audiobook something. Like it was basically an audiobook director, but they were calling it like a consultant or something for 3 months. And they were paying a lot of money, but I saw it too late. And so I was too late for it.
So you have to either be more on LinkedIn than you are now or less.
But then they posted that they just want like an open talent pool for when they have things come up. So then I did that. And so now I'm in their talent pool. Like I can't just get off because there's always things popping up.
That's what someone addicted to LinkedIn would say.
I'm not addicted. I get on like once every 2 days. There are people that are like LinkedIn
influencers.
They're Jay
Shettys of LinkedIn.
they're not getting brand deals, so I don't know what.
Melissa, if you want to talk about this with someone, do you know who is the number one hater of this?
I'm
who
sure
also
Mott's.
has so much information? Yes, Mott's.
And
Mott's,
people are on there posting all day. I'm like, you're not working? Like, this is for people that are, I guess people are looking for jobs. So there are a lot of people that aren't working.
but like, that's not what they're writing about.
Some people are. They're like, I had an interview for this job and it taught me that blah, blah, blah. And
it's
I'm
giving
just
draw
like,
my life.
yes, like it's a lot of like just like people in their feelings talking about like interviewing processes or like lessons, or even this is when I was like, these people need to be stopped. When this man talked about how he proposed to his fiance and made that into a life lesson about job finding. And I said, log off, sir. You've
Go
gone
to a
too
spa.
far.
Go to a spa. Get
You've
in
gone
nature.
too far. Yes.
Oh my
God. He
God.
was in nature in his photo, so maybe he needs to be inside.
Take your
more
shoes
without-
off and touch the grass.
Yeah.
That's if I'm not wrong, Mods like wrote a whole like fake like LinkedIn post that he like never posted, just like pretending to like be one of those people. And I told him that I think he should write like a short or a script, like something about that, because I'm like, it's so niche and like so fucking like odd. And yeah, I have met a man who like was incessantly hitting on me at like one of Motz's old work things, and I was like, had my ring on. He asked if I was engaged, and I was like, yeah. And the other guy I was with was like not saving me, and he was just like laughing at this because he's like, I'm dying at the fact that this like this douchey nerd, which is like, I can't stand that combo, like a nerd who's like like a pompous asshole,
Yeah.
like this douchey nerd thinking that like A, he can land you, B, land you away from the person you're already engaged to, and then like not be able to like recognize that like you're so not interested in any of this. And he was like, so like asking me what I do, and I was like, you know, telling like I make content, and he was like, me too. I've got this many followers on LinkedIn. And it was the first time I heard of that, and I was like, so like, oh, okay. And I was like so unimpressed, and he was like, well no, I mean, it's like, you're fucking weird.
Yeah, there's a couple people that I know IRL that are really going in, and I've had to mute them.
Why not get a Substack? Get paid for it at least.
Well, people also use it to advertise their Substack. So that, I guess that is part of, like, there's this one woman that I respect, and I think
if you're using it for that,
she makes great posts. Like, it's not just like, I'm in my feelings today. This woman that's a literary agent who's actually giving great tips.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's basically an advertisement for her Substack. But like that I respect. But people that are just out here chit-chatting for no reason, I don't get it. It feels like Facebook.
It does. It fucking does.
We are so excited to let you know that this podcast is brought to you by Thrive Cosmetics. Now, we are slowly but surely inching our way into fall in Los Angeles. And I mean inching.
So slowly.
So slowly.
Maybe millimetering. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think so, because when I look outside, I go, oh my God, look at all these brown, crispy leaves that have fallen to the ground, and they're crunchy, and I can prance around in them, except for not too long because it's still 85 degrees out.
Right.
You know, it's that. So I have to find other ways to get excited for fall, like my makeup. And for me, I have been keeping it very simple, especially on my off days when I'm not filming. And even if I am filming, I'm like dialing it back, doing something very simple like mascara and a lip tint, which is exactly what I'm wearing today. And you guys can't see me, but you should know I'm wearing the ad that we're talking about. So thank you, Thrive.
She looks good. And when we got on camera, I was like, what have you been doing today? Because I know we rarely leave our homes.
Yeah, and I didn't leave my home. I just happened to have a little fun at my makeup desk.
And Thrive inspired that. I, as y'all know, fall. Y'all know that I am a person that's like, we don't talk about fall until it's fall. And now is it officially fall? Then we can talk about it. And I can talk about how much I am looking forward to switching up my summer routine for makeup and moving into more autumn inspired creations. And Thrive makes that possible.
Thrive Cosmetics beauty products are certified 100% vegan and cruelty-free, made with clean, skin-loving ingredients, high-performance and trademarked formulas, and uncompromising standards. And it's easy to see why their best sellers have thousands of 5-star reviews.
We were sent some beautiful shades, including their precision lipstick crayon that we received. The color is called Stephanie. It looks amazing on me. It is like a brownish red color. I'm not a technical person. Thrive they're the professionals. They provide it. I see it. I like it. I wear it. It's fantastic. They also have their liquid lash extension mascara. Not only does it last all day, it doesn't clump. There's no smudging. There's no flaking. You look like you're wearing lash extensions without having to go to the salon and getting them put on.
And it completely comes off so easily with water, which is something that, as someone who has been a till death do us part waterproof mascara kind of girl, usually I have to soak my eyelashes and my eyelids for about 5 minutes every night. And then when I wake up in the morning, I still look like a raccoon. And I'm like, and I got to do it again in the morning. So knowing that I can have that great long lash, voluminous and lengthened look, and then washing it off just as easy with water, it sounds like a dream. And it's got nourishing ingredients that help support longer, stronger, and healthier looking lashes over time. TBT to that time I was curling my lashes on your couch and they got stuck, and then I broke off half my lashes and I was like, oh, we can't actually talk about this. And you're like, it's fine, we'll pretend it never happened.
And I forgot it happened until right now.
I thought it happened again the other day. And that was pre-Thrive. So thank Thrive Cosmetics. Now I'm gonna be set. These lashes are not going anywhere.
Great. I love that. Not only does Thrive provide excellent products, Thrive also donates to 8 major causes, including those impacted by cancer, domestic abuse, and veteran and education organizations.
So brighten up your fall look with Thrive Cosmetics, luxury beauty that gives back. And right now you can get an exclusive 20% off your first order at thrivecosmetics.com/blame. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/blame for 20% off your first order.
For many businesses, the holiday season can be both an exciting and stressful time. With so many balls in the air, one thing you definitely want to know you can rely on is how you're selling your products. And with Shopify, you can rest easy knowing it's the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. And when it comes to successful brands like Aloe, Allbirds, or Skims, an often overlooked secret is all the things that go on behind the scenes that make selling, and for shoppers, buying, simple. For millions of businesses, if you take a peek behind that curtain, you'll see that Shopify is what makes it all possible. Shop Pay boosts conversions up to 50%, so that's more happy customers and way more sales going. It's true all the time, but especially this time of year, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling, on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout we use for Realm merch with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/realm, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/realm to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/realm.
Want to shop Walmart Black Friday deals first? Walmart Plus members get early access to our hottest deals. Join now and get 50% off a 1-year annual membership. Shop Black Friday deals first with Walmart Plus. See terms at walmartplus.com.
What have you been up to this week? I mean, I know we recorded on Monday, so...
Crafting and then sending you Molly Rudder videos that, despite the fact that you don't want to know anything about Molly Rudder, it's important for me that you know that Molly Rudder puts her raw chicken in a Tupperware.
I have been watching them, but not on my phone because I do not want her in my algorithm. So I'm clicking on it from my computer where I'm not logged into TikTok. So I have been watching them. I don't understand why. Just why.
A, entertainment. B,
it does not entertain me.
Oh, the way that I fundamentally cannot look away. And the thing that's like so crazy to me is everyone's doing these like think pieces on her. But if you go to her profile, like so many people are talking about her, but like those people aren't watching her. Like, so like it's not that like she's necessarily benefiting from a viral moment. People are like really consciously choosing to not consume her content, just consuming people talking about the content because like, you know, a troll or whatever, like think of something like Trisha, like people would talk about her, but then the videos about Trisha would have less views than the original source. And you'd go and look and go, holy shit, this is so huge. It's not that. Like almost every commentary one has like exponentially more like engagement and video. And like, it doesn't even have to be from a big account. Like it can be from like a not really anyone who's a creator. They're just talking about her. And like, it's huge. And versus her content. But she, the whole thing that like people are saying about her now is that like they think she's like lying about her dates. And one of the reasons that people think that she's lying about going on so many dates is because they're like, I have a hard time believing anyone would lower their standards to find that many people to go on dates with like that often. Like at the rate she's going on dates, like they're just like, I fundamentally do not believe that you would do that. And then also they're like, and furthermore, I'm not from Buffalo. I've never been to Buffalo, but I find it even harder to believe that in an area that small, like that there would be that she would have like people are like, I live in New York City and I can't go on that many dates.
Wait. I thought she was when you said she was in New York,
no, she's in Buffalo.
I must have blocked out the Buffalo part. I thought she was in New York City. So I was like, okay, you mean you can walk down the street and find any random person, but like Buffalo? Okay.
And she's from Buffalo if I'm not mistaken. So like imagine how many people could you date in your hometown? Like how many could you go on like 4 dates a week in your hometown?
No,
there's truly no fucking way. And like, again, like, so people think that she's
and I
like
didn't know
lying.
It was 4 a week. I thought it was like 1 a week.
I mean, maybe it's not 4 a week, but like it's impressive the amount of like, and I don't know many women like that. I know men who will like, they don't want to talk on the app beforehand at all. And like you match and you just go out immediately. But like women, we don't have the luxury of just saying fuck it to safety like that. And so like, and so people think that she's like lying about going on these dates because they're like, I just don't believe this or whatever. And that she'll every time bring her dog and then she'll film like her dog. And then the date, as soon as her date goes in the bathroom, she'll like film herself talking about it. And everyone's like, I just can't fathom that this is actually a real date. And like, this is what you're doing because like, this feels a little crazy. And like, she'll film like her feet or like their hands or like, that like you can see like the lower half of this person's body, like the guy's body when they're like ordering their drinks or something. And everyone's like, do they know that you're not getting their faces in this, but like, this is so odd. And so people, I guess, have been like thinking that she's lying about the dates. I have to say, if she's lying about these dates, she should have a Substack because like that, like to craft a narrative like that and to like improv all of that. And then like, to tell a story that is just not true, talking to your phone for like 5 minutes is impressive.
I wonder, what would be even more impressive is this is all just an act. And
that's what I'm saying.
She's actually just like married.
Yeah.
And it's the same dude that she's going out with all the time. And I would respect her if that's
what
true.
I'm saying. People are like, I think she's lying. I'm like, honestly, if she's lying, I'm impressed. Like, it's not like that should be a knock against her. Like, I think that like, if this is all true and that she's doing all of this, that to me is far more outlandish than like if she was lying about all of that, because I'd be like, that's impressive. But then now she has like different stories. Like she has one, and I don't think she's lying. Like, to be, for the record, I don't think she is. But she then like gets on, she like, I guess heard a podcast too, which is like,
yeah, the lighting was great.
It's just her in her living room.
It
like a
good.
TikTok. Yeah. But I'm like, that's a YouTube channel. Like, that's not a podcast. This is a vlog. You're just talking to this is not just an audio medium. She was like talking about like, you'll never believe, I literally had the worst day. Yes, like you're not going to believe it. And the day before was like the election. And she was like, it's just like, and then she gets into like, I got in the worst car crash of my life. And I've been in car crashes. Like it was so bad. I mean, I wasn't hurt and neither was my brother and like neither was the other car and like nobody was hurt. But like it was so bad. I'm like, that does not make sense. For it to be the worst car crash, like it was, you'll never believe how bad it was. Like it was so bad. But like everyone's fine. No. If I can't believe how bad it is, bodies strewn across the fucking street. Like that. Okay. And she like just goes talking about it and like how like her back is gonna hurt so bad and like all and then turns to the doctor and she doesn't have a concussion, but like, oh, she's in so much pain. And then the next day she was like, and the doctor said like tomorrow it's gonna hurt like even worse. And like, oh my gosh, I'm just like so not looking forward to it. And then the next day she goes, hey everybody, I am making one of my favorite dishes from childhood. And it's one of those creamed soup concentrates with raw meat and no seasoning. And everybody's like, how's your back? And she's like, I feel amazing today. And it's like the whiplash between these things, I just find entertaining.
Now that I know she has a brother, that's 100% who's in the videos.
Do you think so?
Yes.
I don't think she's lying.
All those dates?
She reminds me of someone, not all facets of her, but like she reminds me of someone a bit in the sense that like someone who takes interactions with people who they're interested in romantically, who might not be interested in them back or not all the way, and like kind of makes them bigger deals than they are. So like, you know, having a conversation with someone at the checkout line, be like, oh my God, I met this guy who was like so into me. And I was like, yeah, I can't go out with him. And I'm like, he never asked you out. Like that was never there. But like making things a mountain out of a molehill essentially. So I could see it being something like that. But also she is full-time doing this now. She quit her job. So like she does have time to date. And I'm wondering if she's like texting guys who are like in the city and then they come to Buffalo, or like, I don't know, maybe there's a booming market there, or maybe she like didn't go to school there. And so like there is more people like that.
How old is she?
Like in her mid-30s, I think.
Yeah. So like if you're in Buffalo and you're in your mid-30s, I think if she's dating this much, most of these dudes are married.
Oh, there's one that she dated who is definitely married. And also I think she might be like splitting them up, like saying that this like they're two separate guys and it's actually the same guy or something like that. Or maybe she's taking stories that happened like last year and she's telling them as if they happened in the present day and for stuff like that. But I also just think she talks about it a lot. Like I think if we like traced it, she's maybe not going on as many dates. She's just talking about these dates that she has gone on at some point. But she, to go from saying I'm changing my entire platform to be political because like I'm finally gonna, I can't even say it without laughing because it was fucking insane the way she delivered it with like such like, she thought she was Angela Davis. Like the way she delivered it, she was like, get behind me, white women. We're rallying. Where she was like, you know what? It's time for us to finally start listening to Black women. I'm going to finally start listening. Everyone's like, whoa, what? Like all of that and her being like, no more TikTok shop, no more any of these things. Like this, you know, and someone's like, does it affect your dating? And she's like, well, yeah, it's, you know, Trump presidency definitely affects like my dating life. And she did all of those things and she like really did the big grandstand and was like, no more frivolous content. Like, this is who I am. This is what I stand for. And then did the TikTok shop Christmas tree video and then never brought it up again. And is now like, make my unseasoned chicken with me, go on a walk with my dogs with me. And I'm like, what? So, and Mecca reposting her podcast clips is killing me.
I love Mecca.
The new Apple Watch Series 10 is here. It has the biggest display ever. It's also the thinnest Apple Watch ever, making it even more comfortable on your wrist. And it's the fastest charging Apple Watch, getting you 8 hours of charge in just 15 minutes. Introducing the all-new Apple Watch Series 10, Now available for the first time in glossy jet black aluminum. Compared to previous generation, iPhone XS or later required. Charge time and actual results will vary.
Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, FDA approved for over 20 years. So, talk to your specialist to see if Botox Cosmetic is right for you.
For full prescribing information, including boxed warning, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
Remember to ask for Botox Cosmetic by name. To see for yourself and learn more, visit BotoxCosmetic.com. That's BotoxCosmetic.com.
This episode is brought to you by Skinny Pop Popcorn. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Oh, so light and crunchy. Skinny Pop Original Popcorn is the snack you've been searching for. Made with just 3 simple ingredients: popcorn kernels, sunflower oil, and salt. Snacking never felt or tasted so good. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Give yourself permission to snack and pick up Skinny Pop Original Popcorn today.
We launched the show launched today. It's a good segue. Yeah. Thanks, Megan, for the alley-oop.
You're welcome.
It was fun. Please go subscribe. It's called Unhinged and Immoral. So please go subscribe. It's a lot of fun. The first episode, they're talking about how when they entered college, Jamila and Mecca started a contest to see who could lose their virginity first. So please go listen.
Wait, how old were they?
18. They like freshman year of college.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You know? That sounds like a teen movie.
Yeah. Please go listen. I think we should have them on for Don't Blame Me too.
Oh my God. I would love that. I'll be so chill. I'll be so normal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to be like, where'd you go to high school? What part of the Bay are you from?
I forgot about that.
I'll do all of that part. I can tell immediately from how they talk. Specific, like Mecca.
Just Mecca.
No, sorry, that's what I'm saying.
Jamila's not firm.
No, she's not. But Mecca, as soon as Mecca started speaking, the first time I saw her, I said, I know her.
I mean, literally, there was that time on TikTok where she really went. She was talking and she was like, I don't have an accent. And people were like, you sound like Too Short.
No, when I watched that video and I said, she doesn't have an accent. What the fuck are people talking about? It's so crazy. I don't realize that though. Like there's a California accent and then there's a very specific Bay Area way, cadence and style of speaking. And when Matzel pointed out, he sees it, and I'm like, oh my God, did not even register in my brain at all. No. Oopsies.
But yeah, I forgot how much work goes into starting a podcast.
Oh yeah.
Because pretty much everything that I mean, except for Josh's podcast is newer. But I helped with it, but Diane is the main producer on that one. But I forgot everything that goes into it. But it's been a great week, a long week, but a great week. I've been directing an audiobook all this week, which is really fun. It's with Nicole Lappin, and her book is called Money School, and she's giving really good money tips. It's she doesn't say specifically that it's from a liberal standpoint, but she quotes Michelle Obama and things in her book. And so I know that we are on the same side. She's very cool, and I recommend it. Comes out in March. I recommend everybody get it. And I'm going to work through it because she's giving stock market tips and all sorts of investing tips, real estate, even buying CDs from the bank, not as in compact disc.
It was I don't need a CD. I don't even have a CD player.
Yeah, but it's great. I feel like I've been doing so much, and yet I don't feel like I've done anything.
I've been watching Dancing with the Stars clips.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the show. I was I know you've been watching the clips.
No, I've been watching the clips, and they brought back the brother-sister duo dynamic. And then I had to tap out because I said, I can't do this one. I need you. Swap
one
them.
of them. Isn't the girl a host?
Totally. And they can both be there and they can both dance. I don't want them to dance together. I don't like that. I don't think if we're going to ship two people who are doing the exact same dance moves together, I don't think siblings should be doing those same moves then.
I agree.
If we're saying that, like, oh my God, like, look at that sexual tension. Cool. Then you can't do it with someone you're related to and then be like, oh, brother, sister, stop. Like, don't. So I had to skip that because, like, they were just doing all these things together. And also they were like, some people everyone was like, people were partnered up. Other people were like partnered up with like their significant others. And I go, well, now it's looking like,
yeah,
you're fucking, like, I don't like this. It's just like, and they're like, well, of course we're going to pair up the married couple and then the siblings. Of course not. Of course not. That's actually not a given to me.
What dance were they doing?
I don't know. It's like the 500th episode or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they didn't have the thing dancing the whatever.
No.
They didn't
The
say
Argentinian tango. No.
Okay.
They didn't do that, but it was just a clip. But the greatest piece of news I did see, and specifically in like the political sphere, because there is no good political news right now, is that in the bankruptcy of Alex Jones and InfoWars was up for auction, and The Onion bought it.
Incredible. And it seemed like an article that The Onion would have just written.
No,
and
like
so
they were living their art.
Yes,
article.
I went and read and I was like, good for them.
Yeah.
Good for The Onion.
Thank God. And I'm just like, this is how you know that the humor and the trauma of that runs deep, because it's like, that is like, it's such a funny, smart, poignant thing. And like The Onion like never misses. Like it's like political commentary, and like it is the definition of satire. So when people are like, someone like makes a shitty fucking joke or parody and they're like, oh, it's satire. And I go, no, The Onion is satire. Like it has to have a bigger, broader message, usually about like the world, the country, community, politics, whatever. And I just like think about how, like, you know, as progressives, we have The Onion, and then the conservatives have Babylon Bee, which is so bad. And I'm like, they don't know what satire is.
I never heard of it until you talked about it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. I will also say, if anyone is looking for ways to vet out secret conservatives in your life, and you're like, you've already done the Donald Trump one, and people are like, well, they're not that bold. I recently went to Marjorie Taylor Greene's following and like who she's following. Boy, oh boy, I had no idea who 90% of those people were, but like that's how you can filter some more of those out, because she follows like, you know, like real, like those ones that are like libs exposing the stuff like that. That's like memeified, that a lot of people feel more comfortable following than like specific like candidates, because they can say like, oh, it's just a joke.
Got it. Love it. I have no mutuals. Great.
Yeah. I think at this point, the only mutual I have with like, I think Donald Trump is like someone I know who, what?
Variety. That's my only
mine is like
left.
Someone I know who like hates Donald Trump so fucking much that I'm like, I think it's just a goal to get blocked, you know?
Yeah.
And then like the like all sides of political, like that kind of stuff.
This episode is brought to you by Amazon. The holidays are here, and you know what that means. It's time to get your friends and family the gifts they deserve. Take the stress out of shopping with Amazon's great deals and low prices on a huge range of items, from toys to tech and much more. Whoever you're gifting for, Amazon has great prices on everything you need this holiday season. Shop Black Friday week starting November 21st.
This episode is brought to you by Allstate. Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the date of the big game first before you accidentally buy tickets on your 20th wedding anniversary and have to spend the next 20 years of your marriage making up for it. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Northbrook, Illinois.
This year, Santa's bringing the power of Energizer into his workshop.
Whoa, the Energizer Bunny's got so much power.
Wait, he's powered up all the toys. I think that means we're done for the year.
I love this bunny.
He's the hardest working helper the North Pole has ever seen. And he wants all your gifts to have the power of the #1 longest lasting AA battery. So this holiday season, stock up on Santa's and the elves' favorite battery, Energizer Ultimate Lithium.
Have you started? I've seen that more people are moving over to Blue Sky, which I opened an account like over a year ago, but more people are making the move now. Have you?
No, I haven't done that. I guess I should.
It's not popping yet, but you might just want to go reserve your name.
Blue Sky. I don't like the name. I'll do it. I'll get it. Speaking of, I get to cancel my insurance because I'm officially on Motz's.
Yay! Congratulations.
Thanks.
Will things be better or just equal?
Cheaper.
But
So
I mean,
for
like,
both of us,
doctors.
The same. It'll just be like less copay.
Great.
It's like pretty much the exact same thing that I had before. It's just cheaper because it's for both of us. So like for the cost for both of us is like half of what it was for just me. And I'm like, damn.
Amazing.
Yep. Happy about it. I've been watching Christmas movies.
Okay, what's the one, the weird ass one where they made Lean?
I don't know. Justin Long. Let me see. Did you want to watch that one?
I did, and I was thinking about it, but then I just got like in a loop on TikTok, and then I was over it. But I was gonna watch it.
Christmas with the Campbells.
Christmas with the Campbells. Let me write it down.
It's with him and Brittany Snow.
So what have you been watching?
It has 2.5 stars.
Great.
I watched one about flying home for Christmas, like about a pilot or something or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, they like landed on a place. It might have even been called Christmas Island, the movie. Christmas. Yeah, it was called Christmas Island, which was really difficult for me because Christmas Island is a real place and it was not this place. And they were just, it's like they had no idea that Christmas Island was a real place and they had created this fantasy place called Christmas Island. Okay. So that was like incredibly frustrating for me because like based on the location, the population, the people there, the ethnicity breakdown, I was like, this is not the weather. Like, I'm like, this is not, because Christmas Island, if I'm not mistaken, is like off, I think it's off Australia. Yeah, it's an Australian territory, lying south of Indonesia in Asia. And I'm just like, they were treating it like it was a stop on the way to the Swiss Alps. And I was like, what are we doing here? And it's just like full of white people, which I'm like, this is so odd. And like, they're very into Christmas. And I was like, this is so weird. So we watched that and it was like fine. It was very Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
And with love, Canada, I don't want my Christmas movies to be overtly Canadian if they're telling me they're not Canadian. Because, like, that's just odd to me. Like, this can be set in Manitoba. I don't care. But, like, don't tell me that this is Chicago and everyone's going, sorry. Like, it's just, it's like, that's not true. And, like, I'm happy that these are productions that are entirely done in Vancouver. And so, like, everyone on set is Canadian. So no one is hearing or noticing, like, let's make sure that, like, or you're calling something like a hoagie. I'm like, no, like, this is so bad. So it was, I would say it's like that. I don't even know if it was Canadian, but it felt Canadian. Nova Scotia. There you go.
I know that Tanner filmed one there too. Should be coming out at some point.
Oh, love it.
But he's Canadian, so
that's, yeah.
I hope that he's playing a Canadian.
And like, sometimes in like Hollywood, it's like they want us to think that like Canada, like they just like don't even ever, nothing's ever set in Canada. And I'm like, we know Canada exists. Like, you don't have to like, it doesn't have to be Canada for anywhere else. Like, it could just be Canada. Like, you could just be Canadian. That's fine. Don't be so embarrassed. Like, just be Canadian. So we watched that one, and then last night, because we like obviously started the Christmas movies a little bit early, and we wanted to like pace ourselves because usually we watch the new ones first, and then the closer we get to holiday, we watch like our old favorites. But the new ones like don't really come out for a couple weeks, and so we were like, if we keep it this pace, we're gonna like run out by the time we're like the week before Christmas, which is when we like really like to watch the most. So we took a detour and we watched Just Go With It, the Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston movie, which I'd never seen.
Well, you're going to have to be more specific when you say the Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston movie because they have numerous.
I think it's their first collaboration. But I really liked it. And I was like, oh, this is funny. This is good. And I enjoyed it. Like I was like, this is pretty good, and I see why he has been doing more stuff with her.
Yeah.
Right now. Drew Barrymore should clear her schedule to like also incorporate.
Speaking of
Martha Stewart.
Yes.
Martha Stewart, our queen of boundaries.
She pushed that bitch.
Slapped her out of the way. Like
so Drew's doing her whole
cuddle
thing that she does, caressing Martha Stewart, which I'm thinking no, my mom will be here next week. I can just have her put her Netflix in because she can do the vacation thing.
Oh, true.
Because I've been damn, she will be here next week. She was, in case you haven't watched it, and you know, I have done my own little rant on Drew Barrymore, please return to acting. But Martha Stewart was on her show and Drew was caressing her, and Martha was like, you're you're not what I'm interested in. And then it didn't look like it was that hard, but Martha is stronger than I probably should give her credit for. But she pushed Drew Barrymore, and Drew was laid out flat on her back. And I said, Drew, if this isn't the lesson you need, I need you to listen more. Like, I don't know what to tell you at that point. A few weeks ago, she also had Leslie Jones on. And Leslie Jones was like, even if I did like women, you wouldn't be my type. Like, how much do you have to get turned down before you back up? Because she was, even with Leslie Jones, she was like really, I feel like she was actually hitting on Leslie Jones. And if Leslie Jones had been a little bit, she would have been like, this is the woman I'm going to marry.
That's so funny. Yeah, I have so many questions for her camera department, because like when you get that close, it messes up the shots.
Yes, the shots all look like amateur hour because of that.
And I feel bad for these camera operators, because like you will not get a clean one shot. Like you just won't get a clean close up. And like
there is no one shot on this show.
And I do wonder if like there's some of them who just like, they're like on level like 10,000 of Candy Crush, because at a certain point, like by the time you get 5 minutes into the interview, they go, my shot's useless. Like there's nothing for me to film anymore. Like, and like for some people, they're so like that, and like that's great. But I do think like it should be like, they should give like the guests a little survey, like how you can put in a request in Uber, like I want a silent ride. Like I'm not a toucher. Please don't. Let's not cuddle.
I mean, before Uber had the option to do the no talking thing, I would just put in the notes, I'm not a talker. So they should have in their pre-production meetings, it should be discussed. And I feel like with Martha Stewart, that's just an automatic given.
No, like the way that like, I don't think that woman wants me to like, she's never given me the sense that she's like warm and fuzzy and wants to be cuddled.
No.
You know, at all.
I laughed in that clip when she was talking, and I haven't watched the whole thing yet. Again, I don't have Netflix right now. But in that clip where she's talking about her husband cheating on her, and then the interviewer was like, yeah, but like you cheated first. And she said, it didn't mean anything, so it doesn't count.
She's so fucking funny. She's So funny. I need to watch her movie.
Yeah, I do.
Well, we hope you all enjoyed this Fisting Friday.
Fisting Friday.
And we'll fist you next Friday.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
What's up, everyone? It's Noah Daniels.
Hey, y'all. I'm JJ.
Hey, guys. It's Kat.
And we're your hosts of the Real Hauntings podcast, where we bring on guests who share their first-hand encounter ghost stories and supernatural experiences. Now on to the trailer.
I've been warned to not tell this story, but I think because of the way it ends, it's okay to tell this story, because some people say that with certain entities, to like speak of them or talk about them or in any way like portray them as powerful will attract them to other people. The creepiest thing about it to me is a lot of times it would wait for me to notice it. Like it would just lay its arm out like this, and then I'd be like, where is it? And then I'd see it, and then it would just slither back.
For more information on the Real Hauntings, Real Ghost Stories podcast, make sure you check out real.fm to learn more about our podcast and many other amazing podcasts.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, a co-founder of the Go Kid Go network. At Go Kid Go, putting kids first is at the heart of every show that we produce. That's why we're so excited to introduce a brand new show to our network called The Search for the Silver Lining, a fantasy adventure series about a spirited young girl named Isla who time travels to the mythical land of Camelot. During her journey, Isla meets new friends, including King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table, and learns valuable life lessons with every quest, sword fight, and dragon ride. Positive and uplifting stories remind us all about the importance of kindness, friendship, honesty, and positivity. Join me and an all-star cast of actors including Liam Neeson, Emily Blunt, Kristen Bell, Chris Hemsworth, among many others, in welcoming the Search for the Silver Lining podcast to the Go Kid Go network by listening today. Look for the Search for the Silver Lining on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Listening to a podcast should be time well spent, and I promise it will be if you'll give this podcast a try. It's called Something You Should Know. I'm the host, Mike Carruthers, and in every episode, I talk with leading experts on topics I know you will find fascinating. From why people can't keep secrets, what your favorite music says about you, why your pet acts in strange ways, and so much more. Something You Should Know is designed to give you information you can use in your life and give you great intel that you can share with others. I'm told it's a binge-worthy podcast. And with over 1,000 episodes, there's a lot to binge on. Something You Should Know has been ranked in the top of the Apple podcast charts consistently for a long time. I know you're going to like this. I just need to get you to try it. Something You Should Know. It's available wherever you listen to podcasts.